Good morning. Today we will discuss about that is the concept that is known as a string. String is not a data type in C language, but the array of character is known as a string in C language. For example, array of character. So whenever you declare like this, for example, character str of 30 is equal to, and whenever you write the character array, then you can say that the array of the character is known as a string. Here you can write the string in a double quote and you can assign the string if it is required. Sometimes people say that, sir, can I declare an array without size? Yes, you can. For example, if you write like this, str without size array, and here you can initialize the string. Whenever you initialize the string, then that character array will be initialized with the size of the string. One of the wonderful thing about the string is what? End of string is treated as a null. So it is a very special character. End of the string is known as a null. So suppose if you have written like this, character str of, then for example if you have defined 7 is equal to, now you have defined ATMIYA. Now ATMIYA having the 6 characters. Then the 7th character size will be /0. This is equivalent to character str of 7 is equal to, now here you can write curly braces whenever we are writing any character, whenever we are writing any array in C language, we can initialize with the curly braces. Here you can mention your character A, T, M, I, Y, A, and the last character will be denoted as /0. So in C language, null is represented as the escape sequence, and that escape sequence is /0. It is a character. Null is a character. So last character will be treated as a null over here, and your string will be terminated. This both representation are same. As we all know, string is the data type that is not available in C language, and that is the reason why you can define the array of character, and whenever you are defining the array of character, it is treated as a string. Whenever you want to get the string from the user, wonderful thing is what? Whenever you're writing that the scanf, so whenever you get the string from the user, you can write here %s. So whenever you write %s, no need to mention the address over here. You can directly write the str. So ampersand is not required in case of string. Why? Because by default the string is an array of character, and array is treated like a contiguous memory allocation, and it is direct related to the pointer, and that is the reason why no need to take the address. Now I'm writing here scanf %s and str. Whenever you write %s, it will terminate it by space. For example, if my input is like this, Parag, then str will store the Parag. But if I write Parag space Shukla, then what happened? Whenever you write %s, this portion will be truncated and it will store only Parag. Why? Because whenever you write %s, it will be truncated with the space. So is there any alternative for this? Yes. If you want to get the line from the user, then you can write over here, and that is a scanf. Here you can use the scan set. How? You can write over here, that is %. Here in scan set, you can define that a caret symbol, that is up to what you want to run. So until and unless user doesn't press /n, I want to get the value, right? And here you can get the value from the user, and as a result, vol string will be stored into this particular variable. But if you think that, sir, I want to get only one line, then is there any alternative for this? Yes, you can use the function that is getS. And whenever you write getS, and if you pass any character array, then this character array will store the value up to /n. But remember, your size matters. For example, if you define the 7, right, and if you have written only 7 character, exactly the 7 character. For example, if I am writing here that is correct str of 7, and I am writing here that is ATMIYA 1. So now my size of the character is a 7 character, and I am assigning the 7 character to this. Then in this particular case, your null will not be assigned to your character array. This is the point to be noted. So what are the point to be noted? 1. An array of character is known as a string in C language. For example, what are the point to remember? The first point to remember is that is an array formed by character is a string in C. The second point to remember is what? The end of the string is marked with the null character. So the end of the string will be marked with the null character. And the third point to be remembered is what? When the character array size is explicitly specified by the user and the number of initializer completely fills the array size, then the null character is not automatically appended. For example, if you are writing here that is character str of 7, it means the size is exactly 7, and I am assigning the 7 characters over here. That is ATMIYA 1. In this particular case, null will not be appended. But if I am writing here that is character str of 7 is equal to ATMIYA, then the last character will be appended with the null. So these are the 3 points to remember for string. Now I want to explain how to work with the string. For example, I have a string. I'm writing here that is string of 7 is equal to, now I'm writing here that is ATMIYA, right? You all know that the last character will be appended over here and that will be null. The both things are same. If you write like this, that is character of str7 is equal to, now here in curly braces, you can write capital A, T, M, Y, Y, I, and A. And here the last character will be the null. So both this representation are same. But remember student, whenever you write the string in double quote, it is represented as the character array. If you want to write an individual character, then you can write it in a single quotation mark. So here, this both string are same. Now, whenever a string is enclosed in the double quotation mark, is written, then the C automatically creates an array of character, and it will do what? Contained by the double quotes, and it will be terminated by the /0. So you can say that the last character will be over here. That will be the null character. But remember carefully, suppose if I am writing here that is character of 6 and I am giving here exactly the 6th character, then the null character will not be automatically appended to the array. This is the point to remember. Now, what I want to do? I want to create the string over here. So I'm just declaring here character string of 30. Now I want to get the input from the user. Enter any string. So whenever user enter any string, here you can write the scanf to get the data. As I discussed with you guys that the string is the character array and character array is a one kind of pointer, so no need to give the address over here. You can directly write the character array name and you can get the value and you can simply print your string. So whenever you print your string will be printed over here. For example, let me give you the example over here. For example, I'm writing Parag, then definitely it will print the Parag. But what if I give the space? If I give the space, then it will display only Parag. It means that it will display the portion which is before the space. So whenever you enter the space, percentage S will be terminated. So what if I want to enter the space? Here you can write character symbol and you can pass a /n. So what I want to do, I want to run this up to user press and enter. So now if you write here Parag Shukla, then it will display the wall name including the space. One more thing about this thing is what? Please see carefully. If you write here percentage %s, then the wall string will be displayed. The wall string will be displayed. Here you can use like this. That is, for example, 0.3s. So whenever you write 0.3s, then it will display only first three characters. For example, if I am writing here, that is ATMIYA University, then it will display only ATM. See here, if you write percentage %s, then the wall string will be displayed over here, that is ATMIYA University. But if you write 0.3s, then it will display only first three letters. Wonderful thing is what? You can write over here, that is, for example, 10.3s. It means the total size is 10 character, but display only first three. Total size is 10 character but display only first three. So suppose if I am writing here that is ATMIYA University, then what it will do, see, percentages will display wall string. This will display only three characters. Why? Because I am writing 0.3. But whenever we write 10.3, then the total size will be 10 characters. Here you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and just three characters, right? So total size is 10 character and display only 3, that is 10.3. But by default, if you write the positive number, then it will be right justified string. Whenever you want the left justified string, you can write here minus 10.3s. So whenever you write minus 10.3s, your string will do what? For example, ATMIYA University. See here, the 7 space is given before the string. It means the string is right justified and left space is added over here. It is like a LPAD. And here you can say that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 space are given over here, and it is, you can say that, the right side padding. So here you can give the right side output also. If you are using the negative sign, then what happened? It will give you the right side padding. It means it will be the left justified string. So by default the strings are right justified. And if you want the string left justified, then you can use the negative sign. So whenever you use the negative sign, it will be left justified. Now suppose if you think that, sir, I want to get each and every character. It means I don't want to print the string. I want to get the each and every character and then I want to print the output like what? Suppose if user enter the ATMIYA, then I want to print the dash in between each character. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. For example, let me show you the same thing on the paper. What I want to do, if user enter the string that is ATMIYA, then I want the output like this. The output should be what? A dash T dash M dash I dash Y dash A. Right? It means I just want to retrieve each and every character. Is it possible to extract the character over here? Yes, it is possible. How to extract the character? Very simple. See, whenever you enter the string, then the last character will be null. So here you can write the loop. To write the code, you can write I equal to 0. As you all know, array index is starting from 0. So I will start from 0. Up to which character you want to run. So here you can write str of I not equal to null. You all know the last character is null. So it will run up to, it doesn't reach to the null character. And you can simply print each and every character. Now I will not use the percentage s, but I will use the percentage c. And I am using the dash. And I am printing what? str of I. So whenever you are printing the str of I, definitely I need to declare the variable that is integer I. So here you can write the build and run. Whenever you write the build and run, it is asking me for the string. I'm writing here the string that is ATMIYA. See carefully what it is doing. It is printing the A dash, T dash, M dash, I dash, Y dash, A dash, right? So this is the output. But I don't want this last dash. What to do in this particular case? So if your next character is null, then don't print this. So you can write the condition for this and you can simply remove this. But right now, I just want to teach you what the concept is. You can retrieve each and every character. For example, if my string is ATMIYA University, then you will be able to extract each and every character. Once you are able to extract each and every character, now you can write the formula, right? Now you will be able to write the different kind of code. For example, what I want to do, I want to find it out that the how many A available in this string. So find out the occurrence of character in the given string, right? So I want to write the code. I want to write the code to find out occurrence of character in given string. So want to find it out the occurrence. So whenever you want to find it out the occurrence of the string, then you can just ask to the user, enter which character you want. So you can just get the character from the user. So I'm just entering the string. Now here you can ask to the user, enter any character to search. So which character you want to search, that you can ask to the user. So I'm writing here percentage %C, and here you can get the character %ch. Now what I want to do? I want to search for that character. If that character is available over here, it means if ch equal str of I. So if ch is matched with any character, then I will simply increment the value of counter. So definitely I need a variable that is counter is equal to 0. And here you can simply print that percentage C is found percentage D types in percentage S. So what is percentage C? Percentage C is character. Percentage D is the number of time it is found. Percentage S is the string. And you can simply compile, that is build and run. Whenever you write build and run, what happens? See, it will ask me for the string. For example, I am writing here the string is ATMIYA, right? Now whenever I press enter, what happened? Your character is not entered over here just because I am writing here /n. So not /n means what? Whenever you press /n, that character will be passed over here. And whenever you pass character over here, so it will not ask the value from the user. How to resolve this issue? Very simple. You can write here the function that is f plus, and you can pass standard input. So whenever you pass a standard input f plus over here before getting the character, now you can write ATMIYA again. Now it is asking me for the character C. Now I'm asking that I'm passing the character that is A. and it says that the A is found 2 times in the string Atmiya. So very simple to find the occurrence of the given character. You can simply write over here. You can match with the character. If it is matches, then you can simply print increment the counter and you can display the counter. So this is the very simple program to find the occurrence of the given character. But sometimes people says that I don't want to find out the occurrence of the given character. I want that the whenever user pass any string, I want to convert it into toggle case. It means if your input is that is ATMI, suppose Y capital, A small, then I want that the A should be converted into small, this should be displayed into capital, this should be displayed into capital, this should be displayed into capital, this should be small, and this should be capital. So I want to just change the case. Is it possible to change the case over here? Yes, it is possible. How we can do this? You can do this particular program using two different ways. Please see carefully. You can do this particular program using two different ways. How to do this? Let's see practically. I'm just saving this program as demo 43. Now what I want to do? I want to just change the case. So I will definitely ask to the user, enter any string. So I will just ask to the user to enter the string. We will simply print that particular string. So I'm just printing that particular string and I'm just checking it is working properly or not. So this is my variable, that is integer I is required over here. Now, whenever user enter any string, for example, the string is Atmiya. Right now, what happened? Atmiya is printing, right? But what I want to do, if A is capital, then I want to print the small. If T is capital, then I want to print the small, right? So I just want to change the case. So there are two ways to do this, to accomplish this exercise. One, you can use the inbuilt function for this. And the second, you can write the core logic for this. So how we can do this? Very simple. Whenever you want to do the same thing for using the logic, then you must know either the ASCII value for this. For example, capital A is ASCII value is 65 and capital Z ASCII value is 90, right? And small a ASCII value is 97 and small z ASCII value is 122, right? So what I want to do, I just want to change the case. So if you look carefully over here, then the difference between small case and capital case is what? If it is in a range of small, it means if it is a small a, then we want to convert into capital A. So a small a having the range that is 97 and here it is 65. So the difference over here that is 32. So you can say that the small letter is 32 bigger than upper letter, right? And upper letter is 32 smaller than the small letter, right? So this is the core logic. How we can do this? Very simple. Here you can write the condition. If str of I greater than or equal to 65 and str of I less than or equal to 90, it means it is in a range of capital letters. So if it is between the capital A and capital Z, then what do you want to do? Then I just want the character, that is, so I'm just printing over here, that is percentage C str of I, that is plus 32. Why plus 32? Because if it is a capital A, then I want to print it in a small a. So 65 plus 32, it will be 97, right? Here you can write the another condition, else if str of I greater than or equal to 97 and str of I less than or equal to 122. Then what we will do? Simple. Printf percentage %c str of I minus 32. So if it is in a range, for example, the small a is given, then it is 97. So 97 minus 32, it will be 65. So your capital A will be printed. Else I don't want to do anything. So I will just simply print the character as it is. So if it is not a capital, if it is not a small, then I just want to print that particular character. So this is the very simple program you can do using the core logic if you know the ASCII value. For example, I am writing here that is ATMIYA. Now I am passing the same string that I work on the paper. So I'm writing here that is ATMIYA, that is ATMI small, Y capital, A small. And here you can get the output that is A small, TMI capital, Y small, A capital. So this is the way you can do this. Sometimes people says that, sir, I don't know the ASCII value. If you don't know the ASCII value, then you can pass explicitly capital A and explicitly pass capital Z. Here you can pass explicitly small a and explicitly you can pass small z. So if you do like this, then also your result will be same. For example, I am passing here that is ATMIYA University 1, 2, 3. So you will get the output that is ATMIYA University all in small case. Why? Because all are in capital letter, right? So I just want to pass here that is ATMIYA University 1, 2, 3, 4, and exactly the toggle case you will get in the output. Another way is what? You can do the same thing using the inbuilt function. So how we can do with the inbuilt function? For that, you need to include the string.h header file. Here in string.header file, there are some functions are there. For example, to upper, to lower, is upper, is lower, the function that you can check, and based on that, you can manipulate the character. So there are so many character functions are there. If you want to know the character functions in the C, then you can use the header file that is a string.h, and string.h having the functions like is alpha, is lower, is upper, is punctuation, is space, is digit, to lower, to upper. You can do like this. Let me implement that particular function over here. Now, if you think that, sir, I want to use the function, then you can write here the function that is if is upper, right? And here you can just pass your str of I. So if your str of I is upper, then I want to convert what? That is to lower. So you can just pass to lower of str of I. So if it is upper, then convert into lower. If it is lower, if it is lower, then so here you can pass the str of I. If it is lower, then convert into upper of str of I. So these are the character functions that you can implement. And now, suppose if you are giving the output like the input like this, ATMIYA University 1, 2, 3, then you will get exactly the same result you were getting the earlier, but now it is using the inbuilt function. So you can use the inbuilt function like to lower, to upper, and you can get the output. Now I want to write the code. And that is code is what? I want to know that the user is inputting the string, and I want to know that the how many digits are passed, how many capital letters are there, how many small letters are there, and how many spaces are there. So whenever you want to do this, you can do the same code using the inbuilt function. You can do the same code without writing the inbuilt function by passing the ASCII value. How? Let me save this program as demo 45. Now I am asking the value from the user. Now I want to just do what? Whenever user enter the string, I want to check that the given character is, that is the first thing that I want to check, that the how many alphabets are there, right? So capital A is also a alphabet, right? Capital A is also a alphabet, and small a is also alphabet. So I want to get the alpha. So I'm writing here alphabet, that is equal to 0. I want to check that how many digits are there. So digits is equal to 0. I want to check that how many spaces are there. So spaces is equal to 0. I want to check that how many lower character are there. So I am writing here lower equal to 0. I want to check that how many upper character are there. So you can write here upper is equal to 0. Now, whenever user enter the value, I want to just check if it is alpha, it means here you can write the condition. If you want to do the same program using ASCII value, then you can write what? Greater than or equal to 65 and less than or equal to 90, or greater than or equal to 97 and less than or equal to 122, then it is alpha, right? But here you can write using the inbuilt function, that is if is alpha. So here you can just pass the value. If it is alpha, then increment the value of alpha. Else if at a time only one character will be there, right? So here you can write the another, and you can check, is it lower? If it is lower of str of I, then increment the value of lower. So lower will be plus plus. Else if now I want to check, is a space, if the wildcard character is given, right? It means if it is a space, then you can write the function is a space. If it is a space, then your spaces will be plus plus. I'll see if you can check, is the given character is upper. If the given character is upper, then your upper character counter will be plus plus. Else if, here you can check, is the given character is digit. If the given character is digit, then your digit will be plus plus. And at last, you can just simply print that how many characters were there. So if I want to print the how many characters were there, then you can use the function that is strlength. So you can write total number of characters is equal to percentage d. You can use the function strlen of str. So the total length will be displayed over here. Now here you can just simply print total number of upper character, right? So upper character is equal to, and here you can simply print your upper variable, lower digit, space, alpha. So upper, lower, alpha, digit, and spaces. Here you can just give the respective title, that is the proper title. You can write over here total number of alphabets, total number of digits, total number of spaces. Even suppose if you think that, sir, I want to check that the punctuation mark. If it is a punctuation mark, then you can also use the function that is punctuation mark, right? It returns the non-zero value if the character is punctuation, right? But it must not be the alphabet, numeric, or blank. So here you can check for the punctuation also. Else if is punctuation, so is punctuation is the function, and here you can just increment the value of punctuation plus plus. Definitely I need to declare the variable punctuation plus. Punctuation is equal to 0, that is punc, and here you can just print the punctuation variable that is declared over here. So how many punctuation character are there? How many, that is alphabets, are there? I want to just increase the size of array. So I'm writing here that is str of 100. I'm writing that str of 100. Now here you can simply write build and run. Now I'm just entering the string. For example, ATMIYA University semicolon 1234 space, and I'm writing that is, for example, 5674 at the rate enter. Now it says that the total number of characters are 28, right? Here you can just count this, but what happens, see, total number of upper character and lower character are not available over here. Why? Because it will be used in a is alpha, and as you all know, if else if is a ladder. So if it is a alpha, it will not evaluate the any if condition over here, right? So if it is a alpha, then your alpha will be plus plus. So as a result, if you make the total 16 plus 8, 24 plus 2 space 1 and 2. So it is 26 and 2 punctuation mark, that is exclamatory symbol and at the rate symbol. So 16 plus 8, 24 plus 4, it is total character are 28. Everything is perfect, but why the upper character count and lower character count are not displayed? The reason is this. So how we can resolve this? Very simple. As this is the if else if ladder, if it is a alpha, then definitely it will not evaluate the upper and lower. So in case of upper and lower, we can write the separate condition, right? So how we can write the separate condition? Very simple. You can write another if over here. So if it is a lower, and here you can simply cut this. So this if else if will be the different. It means if it is a alpha, then also I want to count the upper and lower. Now I am passing the string again. Now I will pass the same string, for example, ATMIYA space University exclamatory mark space 1234 at the rate enter. Total characters are 24, right? Total characters are 24. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, space 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Yes, it is correct. Upper characters are 2, that is capital A and capital U. 14 characters are lower. 16 characters are there. It means total alphabets are 14 plus 2. It is 16. 4 digits are there, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 spaces are there, that is 1 and 2. And 2 punctuation mark are there, that is at the rate and that is exclamatory symbol. So you can write the program to count the number of characters, to count the number of upper letters, to count the number of lower characters, alphabets, digits, space, punctuation, and all this using the character functions in C. This is about the character manipulation function. You can say that the character functions. But sometimes what happen, we need the functions to manipulate the string. So sometimes people are asking that, sir, is there any string manipulation functions are available in C? Yes, there are so many string manipulation functions are there. As obvious, it is available in the header file, that is string.h header file. The functions are strcat. Strcat will do what? It will concat the two string. For example, if you have one string s1 and s2, then it will simply concatenate the two string and you will get the concatenation output, right? But what it will do? It will concatenate the, for example, here the string are s1 and s2. Then it will concatenate the s2 to the s1. So whenever you print your s1, your s1 will be changed, right? Let me give you the example for the same. Let me save the program as, that is demo 46. Now what I want to do? I want to concatenate the two strings. So I'm writing here character str1 of 30 is equal to ATMIYA. Character str2 of 30 is equal to university, right? Now I want to concatenate two strings. Here, if you look carefully, then I'm writing here space, right? Now I want to concatenate. So whenever you write to concatenate function, you can write strcat. You can pass two arguments over here, first string and second string. Wonderful thing is what, student? You can check over here your string 1, and whenever you write print your string 1 will be changed. It means your string 2 will be appended to str1 and your string 1 will be ATMIYA University. Right? So this is what the strcat is. So your str1 will be changed. Another function is there, and that function is known as a strncat. What strncat will do? S1, S2, and you can pass N over here. It means your second string will be concatenate with the string 1, but up to number of characters that you have specified. So let me give you the example for the same. If I am writing here str1, str2, and I am writing 5, and I am using the function that is strncat, then what happen? It will add only first 5 letters. But if you look carefully, then I given the first letter character, that is space. So it will be counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it will give me the output up to, that is uni, right? So second string will be concatenate to the string 1 using the function that is strncat. Another function is there, and that we already talked. You can use the function strlen of str. So whenever you write strlen of str, then what it will give? It will give you the total length of the character that you have specified in the string. Another function is there, and that function is known as a strcpy. strcpy will do what? It will copy the content. So here I'm writing the str s1 and s2. So what happened? It will copy s2 into s1. So this content will be copied into S1. Let me give you the example. For example, I have the ATMIYA and University, right? I'm using the function that is strcpy, and I'm passing here str1 and str2. So the content of str2 will be copied into str1. Content of str2 will be copied into str1, and as a result your str1 will be university, right? So this is what the string copy function is. Suppose if you think that, sir, I want to compare the string, then you can use the function strcmp. Here you can pass the string, that is s1 and s2. If both string are equal, if both string are equal, then it returns the 0. If the first string is, that is, less than the second string, then it returns the value less than 0. And if first string is greater than the second string, then it returns the value that is greater than 0. For example, I have the string that is ATMIYA over here. I have the string that is ATMIYA over here. Then here you can use the function that is strcmp. strcmp, here you can pass string 1 and string 2. What it will do? It will compare both string. If both string are equal, then it returns 0. So here you can print the message both are equal. Else you can print the message that not equal. So you can run this and you will get the message that both are equal. Suppose if it is a ATMIYA 1, then you will get the message that not equal. So this is what the strcmp function is. Another function is there, and that function is known as a strchr. This is a wonderful function, student. strchr. Here you can pass str and character. For example, if your string is ATMIYA and you are entering the character that is I, then it will retrieve all the data from I to end of the string. So if I pass I, then it will return IYA. So whenever you pass strchr, it will extract the character It returns the pointer to the first occurrence and it will retrieve the all the string. For example, if I'm writing I, right? So what happens, see, whenever you write over here, and that is the function, for example, printf strchr. Now I'm passing the str1 and I'm passing here the character. So I'm writing here the character I and I'm writing here character ch. So whenever you write ch, that is the character over here. What happens? See, whenever you write the character, it will retrieve all the string after matching the character. So here it will reach to I. So that particular pointer will be given and you will retrieve all the character after that particular character using this. But what if the character is not matched? For example, I am writing here, the character is P. If the character is not matched, then it will return the null, right? If the character is not matched, then it will return the null. Sometimes people says that, sir, can I pass the string over here? Like this, can I write that for example, that is mi. So if I pass mi, then if mi is matched, then I want to retrieve the value. As you all know, it is the collection of the characters. So I need to declare the array over here. So I'm writing here str2 and here you can pass the character, for example, str10. Now I want to retrieve the string. So here you can use the function not strchr, but you can use the function strstr. So it will return the pointer of the string given, right? So here you can pass str1 and str2. Whenever you pass str1 and str2, it will retrieve the value. It means if mi is matched into ATMIYA, then it will retrieve all the characters from that particular matching and you will get the output over here. So this is the wonderful thing that you can use the function. These are the known as a string manipulation function. strcat, strncat, strlen, strcpy, strcmp, strstr and strchr are the known as a, that is, string manipulation function. Now I want to give you a last demo to find it out that the given string is palindrome string or not. So it is very simple, student. Whenever you want to do this kind of program, you can ask to the user, enter any string. Now what is palindrome? Palindrome means the string, that is, for example, Nayan, that is Nayan. So from forward and reverse of both the string are equal, then you can say the string is palindrome. So how we can do this? Very simple. This is my string, that is str. Now I just want to do that the given string is palindrome or not. Wonderful thing is what, student? Here you can use the function that is strrev also. So there is a one more function that is str reverse. Reverse will do what? It will convert your string into reverse, but your actual content will be reverse. So you will lost your actual content. For example, if I'm writing strrev of str and if I'm printing percentage s and str, then definitely it will reverse the string, but the actual content will be lost. So whenever I write, for example, Parag, then it will definitely convert into, that is reverse, that is graph, but the actual content will be lost. So whenever you want to do the reverse of the string, I recommend that take the one more string over here, that is a reverse of 30. Just do the copy your actual string into that variable using the strcpy. You can do what? Your rev will be copied. So you can write here str. It means the content of str will be copied into rev. Then you can simply reverse your reverse string. So your actual content will be as it is into str variable. And now here you can simply compare. If strcmp of str and rev equals 0, it means both string are equal. Then you can write that percentage S is palindrome. Or if it is not match, then you can write printf percentage S is not palindrome. Now you can simply compile and run your program. You can check. For example, I am writing Parag. Parag is not palindrome. Let me run. If I am running that and if I am passing Nayan, it says that the Nayan is palindrome. Why? Because what I did, I just copied the string into REV variable, then I reversed the REV. So my actual content is as it is in str. If str and REV both are same, then you can say that the given string is palindrome. But this is using the inbuilt function. But sometimes the interviewer asking like this, that is, don't do using the inbuilt function, right? So how we can do this? Very simple. Whenever you want to do that, the check that the given string is palindrome or not without inbuilt function, then the wonderful variety is there. I'm declaring the variable integer I and j. I'm cutting this. Now I'm what doing? See, I equal to 0, str of I not equal to null, I plus plus. So what it will do? It will just retrieve each and every character. Here you can just simply print str of I, and as a result, you will get the output whatever you enter. For example, if I am writing Parag, then I will get the Parag, right? Now I want to get the reverse. So whenever you want the reverse, you can write here that is j is equal to, that is str len of str minus 1. So what happened? One pointer is starting from first, another pointer is starting from last. And one pointer is working forward, another is working in reverse. Right? And here you can just do what? You can declare one variable over here, that is palindrome is equal to 1. So by default I says that the given string is palindrome. If str of I not equal str of j, if both are not equal, then the palindrome is equal to 0. Simply what we need to do, if any character is not matched, then simply break from the loop, and here you can write if palindrome, then printf, if palindrome, then printf percentage s is palindrome, else printf percentage s is not palindrome. What I did nothing. See, I'm writing here Parag. What happened? I will take the first letter P, J will take the last letter G. Is P and G are equal? No. Then it is not palindrome, that's it. But I will write like this, that is for example, Nayan. So I will take the first letter, J will take the last letter. Is both are same? Yes. Then I will take the second letter, J will take the second last letter. Both are same? Yes. I will take the next letter, J will take the next letter. Is both are same? Yes. Then the given string is palindrome, right? So you can do the same program using the inbuilt function and without the inbuilt function. So that's it from my side.